Hey y'all, it's Poseidon, and in this video I wanted to talk about this top 8 graphic, this tournament that I helped run with Shirarayu TV, where there's me and a couple other people that run Shirarayu TV, and we ran this tournament on Sunday, and as you can see, there were 5 Homelanders in top 8, and this graphic has sparked a lot of controversy throughout the, not only the Mortal Kombat community, but throughout the FGC, as we'll get to in a moment. A lot of people, as you can see, 294 retweets, and a lot of those were quote retweets. A lot of people saying like, oh, this is why I don't play MK1, oh, this meta is broken, nerf Homelander, kind of, talking about these things, whether they don't like the meta, why they're not playing anymore, or why Homelander needs to be nerfed. That was most of them. And like I said, it's inspired. It was going around the MK community, and then it kind of started getting into other communities, people who play other games, and kind of what sparked me to make this video is this tweet right here named by a guy named Boost. Supposedly he's a big name in the Street Fighter community, and he said, "I thank myself every day for playing Street Fighter instead of these Weenie Hut Jr. games." So definitely a little shade on the MK community, talking about a little Street Fighter superiority here. Street Fighter's better, MK sucks, MK's Weenie Hut Jr., I play the superior game, blah, blah, blah. And this obviously got a huge amount of traction, 487 retweets, over 6,000 likes, over 300 bookmarks. Like, this is a pretty viral post, especially when you think of things in the fighting game community. And which kind of goes to show that a lot of people are kind of liking this and digging this. And a big thing that kind of generated from this is, oh, this guy plays Street Fighter, he's dunking on this top 8 graphic. And it's not like this is incredibly common. This just kind of happened in one tournament. There are Street Fighters, there are Homelanders here and there, but they aren't like running rampant. It's not like people are picking Homelander and getting carried to W after W. Homelanders aren't just wrecking every single Mortal Kombat tournament. So like based off this, a lot of people in the MK community have kind of clapped back, showing this graphic of a TNS that happened that has 5 Lukes in it. Same amount of Lukes in this bracket as Homelander in the Shirarayu Sunday that just happened. And what's crazy about that is if we look at Shirarayu Sundays, that had 55 entrances. So this isn't a huge base. Like I said, this wasn't even the biggest tournament on Sunday that happened a couple days ago. But you look at this, 172 people entered this Street Fighter tournament. TNS is a huge organization. This was probably the biggest Street Fighter tournament that night, if I had to guess. I'm not 100% sure. You can correct me if I'm wrong. But that is a lot of people. That's about 3 times bigger. No, that's over 3 times bigger than the Shirarayu Sunday that happened, with the same amount of people playing this, probably top 1 or top tier character. There's a debate that Homelander isn't even the best character in MK. I'm sure at this time there was a debate where Luke wasn't even the best character in Street Fighter. Probably Homelander, probably Luke at this time. But some people argue, well, Poseidon, Homelander was in top 4. Homelander was in top 4 of Shirarayu Sundays that just happened. This had 5 Lukes, but, Luke didn't even win. Marissa won, and, it was someone who got 2nd, 3rd, 5th, and 7th, not even 4th place either. When everyone played Homelander in the top 4, it was all Homelander. And the thing is although all the people that were in the graphic did play Homelander, only one of them was a solo Homelander, and that was Chuleta, who got 7th place. For everyone else, they have a recorded set. So not only a set that they played in the bracket, but a recorded stream set of them playing someone else at least at some point. So you look at this set right here. We got Almighty Red Nose versus Pulse. Red Nose actually went on to win. Oh, Plus, not Pulse, Plus. And Red Nose went on to win this set with Kenshi. So wasn't even playing Homelander in this set, actually used Kenshi to counterpick and win this set. So no Homelander in this set. Did play Homelander for most of the tournament, though. I won't take that away from him. But it's not like it was all solo Homelander. In this set, we see Online Kale play Kung Lao against Dexy Dog. Dexy Dog won week 3 of the North America West Pro competition. So Dexy Dog, no slouch. Online Kale playing Kung Lao, a recently nerfed character, not even on a lot of players' radars. Playing Kung Lao in this set, wins it over Dexy Dog 3-0. Amaki, another person on the top 8 graphic playing Homelander, also played Liu Kang in this set. They also played Rain. I probably could have put Homelander, Rain, or Liu Kang on the graphic. He played Homelander first on stream, so I went with the Homelander. But he probably could have been Liu Kang or Rain, and it wouldn't have been a lie. It wouldn't have been a lie either way. Played a lot of other characters throughout the tournament. El Kukoi in this set against Almighty Red Nose in Losers Finals to go and make Grand Finals wins the set playing Havoc, although Havoc's still a very strong character. Kukoi did play Homelander for most of the tournament. He still played other characters. So all these people besides one who made top 8 with Homelander and placed in this bracket and got on the graphic did play someone else throughout the tournament except for one, and that person got the lowest placement of all the Homelanders in the top 8. And they didn't even get a set on stream. Although, shout out to Shuletta, very good player. And even Shuletta was someone who was talking about the boys and how much they liked the boys before MK1 even came out. So, someone who planned on mating Homelander beforehand, but, I digress. But if we want to go, and we're going to look at that Street Fighter tournament that we were talking about right here, and we'll get to the other graphic that I just pulled up in a moment, but we'll look at, let's pull up this bracket. So we go, to handy dandy YouTube, we look up TNS Street Fighter 6, number 29, know that I'm not faking anything, number 29, and we can see that you look throughout this, and these people that made top 8 with, these characters, Chris, Noah, Kaiser, Zach in the Box, Joe, Umarogan, all played Luke throughout the entire tournament. They didn't name, these are all solo Luke mains, and of course I get a commercial. So we'll make this out. So yeah, but we'll see. They played Luke through the whole time. They didn't switch off other characters. Chris right here, Luke, Noah right here, Luke. Joe Rogan versus Kaiser, Luke Mirror, both playing Luke the whole time. Zach in the Box right here playing Luke. They didn't switch off these characters. These were 5 solo Lukes. So if we're trying to draw which one was more egregious, this Survivor Sunday that had 5 Homelanders in top 8, or this TNS that had 5 Lukes in top 8, this tournament had 3 times the amount of entrances as the Mortal Kombat 1 Survivor Sunday tournament that just happened, and all 5 of the people that made the top 8 with this one character, Luke, were all solo Lukes playing Luke exclusively throughout the entire bracket. So that is significantly different. And it just kind of goes to show that, if there's an opportunity to kind of jab at the Mortal Kombat community, people will take it, even if it's off-kilter, and people aren't going to go in, they aren't going to research, they aren't going to look for it, and people don't even seem to care if you do or if you research it. And, I guess that's fine. It's, it's more about what is interesting and not so much what is factual that kind of gets around and gets kind of spread as information when it's not real information. And you can even see, this is a big TNS tournament, and at EVO Japan 2020, there was 1, 2, 3, 4, and 2. So basically 5 Leroys in top 8. And this is EVO Japan. This isn't some online bracket. This isn't some small tournament. And games aren't above this, even if the meta is completely broken. Should Homelander be toned down? Yes. Should he be, is the game broken? Is the meta, is it impossible to win without Homelander? Absolutely not. Last week, Survivor Sundays, we had a Reptile player win for the first time. We were running MK1 tournaments for over a year on Survivor TV. Not a single Reptile has won a tournament. Only a couple even graced top 8, barely. And it's not like Reptile recently received buffs in the last patch or something. And what's crazy about Mortal Kombat is that we are basically guaranteed an update every time we get a new DLC, which is about every couple months, usually at the most. So we get an update, and we usually will get in between we'll get hot fixes if anything goes wrong, and it doesn't even need to be a DLC. We'll get an update, but a game like Street Fighter, that game gets updated as much as usually your taxes. That game gets updated once a year. So if there's a meta, if something's busted, that shit stays the same. And yet Homelander has survived a few patches. He has already seen a few slap on the wrist nerfs. and he probably will get a bigger one. But to act like MK right now is more egregious, act like the meta is more dry, using this as a way to punch down on the Mortal Kombat community really isn't accurate. And if we are to look at this TNS tournament that happened, that had 5 Lukes, compared to the Shiraryu Sunday happened, that had 5 Homelanders, the TNS Street Fighter tournament that had the Lukes was more egregious, as those players not only made it through a 172 player bracket, but were solo Lukes the entire time, and all 4 of these people in top 4 at some point in the tournament did play another character to crack into that top 4. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Stop punching down on Mortal Kombat. Unless you know better, please come out with actual information. If you're going to do so, if you want to win a popularity contest, you got it. More people play Street Fighter than Tekken. Or more people play Street Fighter and Tekken than Mortal Kombat. But, it's MK is still part of that big 3. And if you're going to say, no, it's not, it's a different game, then why every time a Mortal Kombat isn't at something, it's big news, it's front page news? It's because it's a huge game, it's a huge market, and we still have a big player base, and it's not as huge as it could be, and it's not at its pinnacle competitively, but it's still a big game. And, we're not going anywhere, and we're going to be here, and we got big tournaments coming up. We got one this weekend in Blink Respond. We got Frosty Faustins coming up in January, Texas Showdown in March. We're going to have Combo Breaker, CEO Evo in May, June, and July, right back to back 3 big Mortal Kombat 1 tournaments. So we're not going anywhere. This game is still strong. This character's probably going to get touched on a little bit. But that's it for this video, guys, and I'll see you guys at the next video.